Hi, it's Jodi. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today, I'll be showing you how to cut chicken breasts for chicken cutlets. But first off, my little tip, when I buy my chicken in bulk, I take each individual piece and wrap it in saran wrap. Then I freeze it. This way, I can pull out as many pieces of chicken as I want per meal. So here you have it. We've got our chicken breast and we're going to cut it for cutlets. I like to pull it out of the freezer and still have it a little bit frozen. It makes it that much easier to cut. If it's thawed all the way, that's no problem as well. But I like it when it's just a little bit frozen. Then you can get really thin cutlets that you don't have to pound. So we'll just clean up some of the fat here. There we go. And we'll cut through for our cutlets. So first we lay it in front of us and then we just cut through. Just like so. So here's one cutlet. There we go. Always cutting away from you. 2 cutlets, and then cut through this one, and we've got 2 more. So out of 1 chicken breast, we have 4 cutlets. So now we've got our chicken cutlets cut. There's 4 cutlets of chicken breast, so we've got 8. So now we're going to season our chicken breast. So I start by laying it down on a sheet pan. I'll start with some pepper, and I just lightly go over all the chicken breast with the pepper. Then I've got a little bit of garlic I just sprinkle over top, followed by some salt. You want to make sure everything's seasoned. That way everything's tasty. Then I turn everything over and re-season again. So now we're going to bread our chicken. First, we have to set up our breading station. So we do everything in a line. We start with our chicken breasts. Then we have our container. I've got 1 cup of flour, and I've got a teaspoon of salt in here, as well as a teaspoon of garlic. You want everything seasoned so it's tasty. Then I have 2 eggs that are whipped up, and to that I add, say, a half a teaspoon of salt. And then I have my container of breadcrumbs, which I have 1 cup of seasoned breadcrumbs, as well as 1 cup of Panko breadcrumbs, which makes it extra crispy. Now to bread our cutlets. We take 1, we dip it in the flour, into the egg, and then into the breading. And we bread just like so, pressing the breadcrumbs into the cutlet and then into our container. And then we'll continue just like that. This is when it works. If you've got 2 people doing it, then they can just dip into the flour and the egg, and the last person can bread here so that your hands don't get all mucked together. There you have it. Now I'm going to show you how we fry our cutlets. So first off, you get a frying pan. You fill it with a little bit of oil and bring it up to temperature. Put it on a high heat to begin with, and then we'll turn it down as we fry our cutlets. So now the oil is ready to go, and we'll just place our cutlets into the oil away from us so it doesn't splash. You don't want to overcrowd your pan or they're not going to crisp up. We just have enough room for 3 cutlets. Now the cutlets are ready to be flipped over. They're nice golden brown. They've cooked about a minute on the first side, and now we'll continue cooking for about another minute on the second side. Here the chicken cutlets are ready now. We'll just take them out of the oil, being careful not to splatter oil around. We'll put it on a sheet tray that has a cooling rack over top of it and just lay it like so. There you go. Here's our chicken cutlets, all ready to go. You can either eat them like this with a little squeeze of lemon on top. You can make them into chicken parmesan topped with tomato sauce and mozzarella cheese. You can put them in a sandwich or just eat them like this.